top row is called as the lanthanide series, and the bottom one is called as the actinide series. And you'll notice that this lanthanide and actinide series have got tiny small stars over here. Actually, all these elements in the lanthanide series, okay, right from 58 to 71, their properties are so similar, very, very similar, and that is why they are all placed here along with this. So these all have to be placed in, but if they write all into this box, you will not be able to see them, and hence, okay, this is atomic number 57. The next element cesium is 58, 59, so on till 71. Then you have got 72, 73, and so on. So all these elements actually have to go inside over here. Okay, so these are called as, okay, inner transition elements, because this blue box actually is called transition elements. These are inner to it, so inner transition elements. Likewise, 89 is actinium. So you got over here thorium, which is 90. So okay, 90 to 103, these elements have got similar properties like actinium. And therefore, since they have to all be placed here, you won't be able to see it. They have placed it below. Okay, so first thing we have to know is periods. How many periods are there? There are 7 periods. And what does every element in that particular period has that many shells. Okay, so hydrogen and helium both have one shell. Okay, likewise sodium, magnesium, aluminum and all these have got 3 shells. Likewise, if you look at all these elements here, say rubidium and strontium and so on over here, all these have got 5 shells and so on. Okay, so first you have to know what is a period. I hope that period is clear with you. Next we've got something called as group. Okay, what is a group? Now all the elements that come one below the other are in a group. So this is a group here. Okay, so this is group 1, okay, or we can say group 1A. This is called group 2A, okay, group 3A, okay, group 4A and so on. Now one thing you must know about all elements in a group, they have the same valency. This we must know. All elements in a group have the same valency. So lithium has valency 1, sodium has valency 1, potassium has valency 1. We have seen that in our table when we had built it up from 1 to 20 elements with their atomic numbers and their valencies. We saw that all their valencies of these 3 elements, at least you know, they are 1. Same way, valency of, okay, 2, group 2, all the elements have the same valency. That means beryllium, magnesium and calcium, all their valencies are 2. Likewise, boron, aluminium and gallium, all these over here, their valencies are 3, valencies are 4. Okay, here valency is, okay, they've got 5 electrons in the outermost orbit, and therefore the valency will be 3. And the valency over here, they've got 6. Group 6 have got 6 electrons in the outermost orbit. Okay, and because they've got 6 electrons in the outermost orbit, the valency will be 2, because you'll require 2 electrons to become stable. Likewise, all the elements in group 7, okay, they have 7 electrons in the outermost orbit, and therefore the valency of them will be 1. And the last over here, you got 0 group elements. That means all these have got complete outermost orbit. Therefore, they don't require any electrons. Therefore, the valency is 0. Okay, therefore, this is called as 0 group element. Okay, so first thing we have to know is about groups as well as periods. So periods are horizontal rows and groups are vertical columns. Okay, we'll end our video here.